fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
President of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky, is set to release a book of his most powerful war speeches. The actor turned politician gave Jihadi Joe an exclusive sneak peek at some of his Hollywood-inspired titles. Zoolander, only shorter. Terminator, of Ukrainian lives. Rocky, your apartment complex after a Russian missile strike. A Few Good Men, because the rest of them turned trans to escape the draft. The Matrix, the only place I can beat Russia. And The Pursuit of Happiness, aren't you glad I destroyed Ukraine? Anti-oil protesters are showing up to museums all across Europe and destroying priceless works of art. Their weapon, food, sticky food. One group used soup on a Van Gogh, another mashed potatoes on a Monet, yet another pied King Charles's wax figure. Looks like they have the appetizer, side, and dessert covered, but don't worry, these entitled liberal bitches are coming for your meat too. So if you're walking down a dark alley, instead of looking out for black dudes, keep an eye open for some pasty liberal broads. Dylan Mulvaney, a social media influencer and transgender activist, visited the White House and sat down with President Joe Biden. It's not the first time a man has pretended to be a woman in the White House. It's also not the first time a man has pretended to be a president. Creepy Joe also did not sniff Mr. Mulvaney's hair, explaining that while he might be fond of young kids, he ain't one of them gays. The conversation turned towards manhood. While Joe didn't have any answers, he showed off his solidarity with the trans movement by showing off his ball crusher leg cross. Kanye West is courting controversy after accusing fellow celebrities of being controlled by their puppet masters. Many cried of anti-Semitism and using centuries-old false stereotypes. Within days, and by sheer coincidence, his bank accounts were closed, his talent agency dropped him, his movie production was stopped, and his fashion deal with Adidas was canceled. Those helpless oppressed Jews sure showed him who's the boss. Unfortunately, Kanye's much anticipated line of hats is now in jeopardy. The only thing left for him to do is to convert to Islam so he can bring his cancellation journey to its logical conclusion. Billionaire Elon Musk has acquired Twitter, making him the first African-American top executive to move into Twitter headquarters. Elon is instituting quite a few cultural changes at HQ. Fish Fry Fridays on every first of the month, replacing the foosball tables with dominoes, and daycare will be limited to baby mamas only. Wary of their new neighbor, many white employees have quit and decided to move out. Cultural heavyweights Oprah and Lizzo have thrown their weight behind Democrat candidate for governor Stacey Abrams. And if you think that joke is discriminatory on the basis of weight, try telling that to Al Roker, who wishes he could reach the weight limit for that whale of a ride. Oprah, who's a big fan of giveaways, touted Abrams' support of abortions right up to the moment of birth.